Dubai, a city of limitless possibilities where real estate isn't just an investment, it's an opportunity to build wealth, secure the future, and unlock unmatched potential. But in a rapidly evolving market, how do you maximize your ROI? Welcome to our exclusive webinar, Maximizing ROI in Dubai's Evolving Real Estate Market. This session is designed for savvy investors, home buyers, and industry professionals looking to stay ahead of the market trend. What's in store for you? Market trends shaping Dubai's real estate landscape, smartest investment strategies for high return, exclusive insights from industry experts. If you're ready to make informed decisions, gain expert knowledge, and maximize your returns, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, get ready, let's dive in.
Now, meet your host and expert guide for today's webinar, Sunil Chipa, CEO and founder for Shore Real Estate. With 4 years of experience in Dubai thriving real estate market, Sunil has built a remarkable track record for a prestigious project by Nakheel, Miras, A'mar, and Dubai Properties. To managing a portfolio for top Indian investors, his expertise spans off-plan and resale deals. Today, Sunil will guide you through Dubai real estate opportunity, sharing valuable insights and answering your questions along the way. Let's begin this exciting journey together.
Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Khushamdeen. Ramadan Kareem. My name is Sunil. An opportunity to interact with you as a CEO and founder of Shore Real Estate. Before we go into the world of Dubai and a world of real estate, let me take this opportunity to connect little bit about Sunil, and then we'll talk about Dubai and then real estate and why Dubai and why real estate. Yeah. So I'm basically an small individual coming from Rajasthan, India. By qualification, I'm an engineer, and in India, I worked for around 8 years into organizations like Tata Group and Reliance Industries. For last 14 years, we are settled here with family, and the first 12 years, I worked with organizations, and interestingly, all these companies have direct and indirect association with Pakistan. So the first company I joined here was an IFCO group, IFFCO. IFCO here is an FMCG setup, and they have a presence, including manufacturing unit in Pakistan. Second company I worked with Al Futtaim group here, and Al Futtaim we had a lot of presence across Pakistan, but main was into Al Futtaim technologies, and we even had an office in Karachi, Pakistan. A lot of employees and team members from Pakistan used to come here. And third, with Etisalat. So Etisalat, I was part of the vertical called Etisalat International, and we had an investment in PTCL and UFON. So, and being into Etisalat International, used to interact maybe on weekly basis 2 or 3 times with colleagues from Pakistan. So that's a kind of an connect I have with Pakistan. And obviously coming from India, so we speak similar kind of a language, we have a similar traditions, we enjoy similar foods, and and when we stand maybe together, nobody could recognize that we are from which country, or it may be little confusing for people. So that's a Sunil for you. Yeah. So consider me your representative in a way in Dubai when I talk about the next 50 to 60 minutes. Yeah. So let me take and connect about not about the Dubai what is available in Google or anywhere, but if we talk about Dubai as a place. Yeah. And if we move to the next slide, what we are trying to connect here is the organization which I represent. Yeah. And before just we connect to the Dubai as a brand, how Dubai is a different. Yeah. Why Dubai is a different, and if I connect back to the Shore Real Estate, how we are trying to be different from the world of real estate and thousands of real estate agencies here. Yeah? Like Dubai has been able to create a mark in the world platform or the canvas. Yeah, how we and there are reasons why Dubai is different. And similarly, I'll tell you how. So when you talk about the real estate agencies, there are 10,000 of agencies available here. Yeah, and from those 10,000 agencies, if you see the Sure as a name, there is a lot of thought process gone into the picture, and I'm sure my corporate journey or association with the corporate life for around 18 years has connect to the ethos system, the way we want to approach, the way we want to connect with you, the way we want to relate with you. Yeah. So the first S is about service excellence. For us, service is by default. Yeah, we feel that we are here, we exist because of the clients and because of the service we offer, and they deserve it. Yeah, the kind of trust they will envisage on us, the kind of connect and reputation they would want to connect with, service should be the by design and basic connector. Yeah. Another pillar for us is you as a client, you as a customer, you as a person who is considering Dubai as a place and real estate as a connect. What is your priority? What is your plans? What is your purpose of thinking about Dubai and thinking about real estate? So that's where you is a focus. Yeah, in terms of either you are considering Dubai as a place to live in or as an investment hub. What are your priorities? And that should be our connect and motto to. And I'll simply give you an example that if you have a 1 million dirham as a local currency and you come to Sunil and that Sunil, what should I do with this money? Do I take you to an agency or developer wherein we make more money, or where you get sorted out with your own purpose, whether whatever is the returns or looking for some end use kind of a connect? Another and very connected pillar is the relationships. We all comes from the Asian kind of a culture. Yeah, and the relationship is the base. Yeah. We even believe, so in my childhood days, whenever some guest used to come in India, we have a philosophy that Atithi Devo Bhava, guest is God. And I'm sure we have the similar culture even in Pakistan. So the guest is our one of the most important thing, and that's the relationship ethos we all have been taught. And same we are trying to bring it here, that for us, every closing of the deal is not the closure, it's a beginning of the new chapter, it's a starting of a new journey between you and between us. Yeah. And the last but not the least, and what I tell here to my team is that, see, the real estate involve a lot of influx and transactions related to monetary aspects, whether the money is coming from one country to another or somebody is entrusting you with that investment connect. So the integrity part is very important, and that's the four ethos and four very strong pillar for us. And I'll tell you a small antidote or kind of a connect here is how we are being learned, how we are being groomed into the sales domain, into the real estate and way of working is that the property, or what should we suggest to our client is, the property, can we sell that property or a project or a developer to our parents, to our father and mother? If we can sell that property to our parents, having that kind of a very close connect, and that's how we should even pitch to our clients. Yeah. So this is the kind of trust, and that's where the Sure is a name. So it's not simply that if there are 100 projects in Dubai and we will pitch you whatever. Yeah. We will understand you, we will design tailor-made some of those 4 5 6 options, serving you and keeping you as a first priority. And then, are we comfortable ourselves with that product or with that project? And if we say that yes, we can even sell this product for this price and this payment plan to our parents, we will sell it to you and we will pitch it to you. So that's the Sure, and that's how we defined our punchline is built on trust and perfected with excellence. So this is a small Sure kind of a connect between you and Dubai as a real estate connect. So now, why Dubai? Yeah. See, let me ask you this question: Why the world? Why the world is talking about Dubai this time? There may be some kind of a connect, right? There may be some kind of a belief. There may be some kind of a potential. There may be some kind of an infrastructure. There may be some kind of an positive process which they see that something is churning up, something is cooking up to that level, which will give that trust and which will give that comfort that yes, Dubai can be a place. Yeah. And I keep telling to this as a very, very small example to the people that for any country and for any organization for the matter, even if they have sound financials, even if they have a particular country maybe very, very natural rich minerals or the climate or whatever, yeah, what they would need as a differentiating element is, and that what Dubai has, and what is that? That is the inspiring and visionary leadership. So that is what this country has, and that is how, whether we talk about any countries of the world, either it's a developed countries or in the process of developing countries, what has differentiated is the leadership, and that was, and that is with this country. And that's why if you ask me to summarize this country and what we have experienced in last 14 years being here with family, is only one word comes to my mind, is it's a blessed place. Yeah. Now I'll take you to little bit about some of those verticals on the financial, technology, infrastructure and on element. Very, very monetary aspect. Yeah. On the taxation element, similar like in India, Pakistan is also having a lot of those heavy taxation elements, and even a lot of other countries of the world. Yeah. But when we talk about Dubai, yeah, and I'm sure you all are aware, the corporate tax which you are seeing, the 9%, it just got introduced a year ago. Before that, it was zero taxation even on the corporate. So even if you talk about right now, what are the basic living things we have for people? You need food, you need education, you need medical insurance, and some of those basic infrastructure. There is zero tax on that. Zero. Yes. So this is the place, this is the country which takes you and consider you as a life and life. And that's what I give it as an example, that guys, in addition to the monetary and taxation element, what is the what is the base of this place is, you are not considered as a number, you are treated as in life here. And when anybody is treated as a life, you are talking about the creating an entire ecosystem. So this ecosystem will be about infrastructure, will be about health, will be about education, will be about road safety, everything. So this is the life element, and this is what Dubai is there. Yeah. Now, like I said, Dubai is talking about the best of the breed in terms of the education element. Yeah, and this is one of the most premier education institute in Dubai, and you have a governing body, and they have rated it as an excellent category. Yeah, and our kids, fortunately, they are part of the school. So you have world of kind of an institutions here, whether you talk about London School of Economics, to the INSEAD as one of the very high tech management education, from the IITs to the ISB. Yeah. You have Australian educations, you have American education, you have Russian schools and Russian academies are coming. So all the best of the breed, including universities from UK, health education from Australian. So everybody is there. So this is what Dubai is bringing you at your doorstep. You don't need to go from one country to another. It's everything is here in Dubai. As we talk about the next element, fantastic public transport connect. Yeah. When the world and some of those developing and even the developed countries were still talking about creating that public transport connect and enabling those wider section of those district or countries, Dubai has already implemented metros and tram and so on and so forth. And when a lot of people come from different countries, and when they see the lanes, the road lanes, 14 lanes in one go, 14, 7 of one side and 7 of another side. This is what the Dubai thought process. So they are not building Dubai for today. They are building Dubai for tomorrow and for the generations. And that's why we are talking about the flying taxis. We are talking about metro line. Metro has been there since 2009, 15 years. Metro is there. Yeah. And now we are talking about expanding to other parts, and then commercial and logistic elements. So it's integrated efforts are being put in from every sphere of the life, just to celebrate your own present, celebrate your own life in this part of the world. As we move to next, We are talking about what has been the pull factor, and these are the countries, the outflow or inflow for 2024. Which country has attracted the highest number of millionaires? Dubai and UAE. You can see those USA, Singapore, Canada, and Australia. Yeah, those are the countries been into existence as a prime potential attractive basis for years. And Dubai is not only ahead from them; they are competing and almost double in terms of the numbers. And Dubai is a very very small place. As we are talking about people here in from Pakistan, this population of Dubai is 3.2 million. 32 lakhs. It's nothing. It may be population of Karachi, Islamabad, and yeah, those kind of big cities. So that's, and if we are able to attract, this is only for 1 year. There may be something great pull factor about Dubai. Yeah. So I'm just trying to connect to that when the world is believing in Dubai is a place to be in. Yeah, let's not uh, let's not miss this train and miss this opportunity to be part of this growth story. Yeah. This is some of those connect 180,000 residential transactions. 180,000, which mean every month we are talking about 15,000 transaction, and every day we are talking about 500 transaction. And if the trustee office is open for 5 to 6 hours, so you can see the magnitude. Every minute, 3 or 4 transactions are happening for a buy or sale in Dubai. Every minute, 3 to 4 transactions. So that's a data, that's a belief, and that's a connect to the Dubai. Yeah, and then you have everything about investor perks and sales growth and off plan and ready. We'll discuss in little more detail. So what it all, why it all? It's because of the confidence and it's because of the returns. Yeah. So capital appreciation is a very very connected factor, and the small example which I keep sharing to people is the the one of the project in Furjan, which is Muruj East, and this is my favorite example because it's a real time. It's just got delivered, so it can't be any real time than this. It got really delivered. I have a lot of clients from Pakistan who have invested in this project. We have bought for them. We have just sold for them. We recently had a client coming from Karachi. We met him on Friday evening, and last Friday evening, and so he's coming again here on next Friday. And then he said, Sunil, I'll also bring you Karachi halwa, because in the airport itself, after the duty free, there is a Karachi halwa shop. So we were talking even at that level. So the real time example which I was giving is about Muruj. So Muruj, it's by Nakhil as a project. It's from top 5 developers, and it had a payment plan of 40/60. So if people have bought, for example, of 2 million value, though actual was 1.6, but for calculation perspective, uh, 2 million they bought, 40/60 is the payment plan, so 40% only they paid, which means 800,000 in 3 years. And they got a capital appreciation of 3 to 2.8 to 3 million over an investment of 800,000, which mean we are talking about 300 to 400% of returns in this span of 3 years. Yeah. So that is the beauty about capital appreciation. If you get a right product and right developer, and with the payment plan, I think that can be one of the scenarios. And that's you can Google it. It's a Muruj East by Nakhil. Yeah. And we have recently sold for them, and it's the same returns. Yeah. High rental yields. So rental yields in Asian countries, I'm sure in Pakistan as well and in India as well, the rental yields are around 1.5 to 2% kind of thing. But here we get 3 to 400% of those returns in our own country. So here the returns are 6 to 7 to 8%, and in some of the, if you have the holiday homes and Airbnb in those kind of connects, it reaches even to 10 to 12% of the levels. Investor perks, golden visa and flexible payment plans. So I'm sure uh, golden visa has been making a lot of noise. We as a family got a golden visa in 2023. Very very simple guidelines, and that gives you the tension free stay for 10 years into the country, not only for you but for you and your entire family members. Yeah. Financing options. So in case you want to have a ready property. So there are banks who is ready to give you up to 50% of financing options. You can have a 50% of mortgage, and 50% you will need to pump in as a money, but that's only for ready property. The mortgage is not available for under construction in newly launched product. Market stability, I cannot talk anything more about the market and stability when the world is passing through a lot of the turmoils, whether it's in political or economical or whatever the conflicts are happening across. UAE and Dubai has been the most stable place on the earth, and I'm sure you are aware about this. I'm sure you must have seen during the COVID time. So I don't need to go into the detail. Dubai is known for that, and Dubai is creating the noise across the world. Can we imagine a country? Can we imagine a country which is being run by 90% of expat population? So see the confidence, see the belief, see the value generation here within the communities and within the people. Yeah. And to tell you the simple story about my own real time client, Mr. Romi Kirpalani, uh, from India for now, but then had a migration time, came from Pakistan, Sindh side. And he has been here for 30 plus years. He's into textile market. And what he says that Sunil, so I asked him a question, so what is your learning about Dubai? And he says only one line, that Sunil, Dubai is a land of opportunity. Whoever has given it heart and soul, yeah, heart and hard work, Dubai has rewarded them to a multi level of the opportunities and multi level of returns. And there are stories. There are investors and business people and families from Pakistan and India. We are the two countries who has a highest base of this place. Yeah, and it's an honor and it's an blessings for us to be part of this growth journey, and which the leadership wherein they are able to create a win-win and great value propositions for everyone. So as we move forward, we are talking about why aspects. That's what we tried covering about the returns to the investment taxation element, and if you see the stable currency, I think that's a very important point even for India, for Pakistan, and for all other countries across the world. Currency is pegged. So there is no need to worry about, though the prices are increasing, but in our countries inflation is increasing, so the net delta return is very less. Yeah, so that's, see the vision, see the thought process. We just can keep talking about the operational management, and this is a country and this is a leadership which is talking 30, 40, 50 years ahead down the line. Yeah, and like I said, it's not only on financial, it's not only on the cultural part, but all other facets of life which makes it a life as a domain. So they are doing everything unturned. Green initiatives to smart city kind of connect and future growth. You can talk about every element of life, and I'm proud to say that. And when I tell to my countrymen back in India that Dubai is a place wherein you call to police or fire ambulance or for anything, 7 minutes is the TOT turnaround time. What more we can expect? 7 minutes, irrespective where you are, in 7 minutes, support system will be there for you. Police will be there, ambulance will be there, whatever is the need. So that's how the governance and that's how the quality is being exported and supported. Yeah. Now, the global icon of world infrastructure. I know these doesn't need an introduction. Dubai was the first place to have the world's tallest residential tower called Burj Khalifa, to the first man-made hotel in the world, wherein people were talking about the seven-star kind of a connect. On the bottom, on the top right, which you are seeing, it's a Sheikh Zayed Road, very famous road, which is, I'm talking about 14 lane, named on the visionary leader of Mr. Sheikh Zayed. And then the masterpiece. This is the country who could think about creating such man-made marvel on the water, and that's a Palm Jumeirah. And now, obviously, Dubai is talking about another similar but most modern man-made infrastructure in the world called Palm Jabal Ali. Yeah, it's coming up recently. Nakhil has launched various phases, and it's all got sold out as of now. So, and then the interesting thing, you see the title or the punchline for that Palm Jabal Ali is Future of Future. See the thought process. And that's where I can't stop talking about Dubai. Yeah. Though it's been 14 years, but looks like Dubai has been into my genes. And that's how I feel connected to this place. I feel get motivated about this place every single day. Yeah. So as we talk about little more detailed about the real estate connect. So normally, normally the it can have a two purpose. Either you are thinking Dubai, it is calling as a second home, like we have now. We are an end user here. We have bought the property here, yeah, with another Nakhil project, because we work mainly with those top 5-10 developers only. And then either you are an investor, yeah. So that's the track. If and that's what I keep telling to my team member, that our first question whenever we interact with the customer or client should be that what is our purpose. Is it the end user as a kind of connect? Then we would suggest you 2 3 4 different options. We will need to consider about where is your office location, where the schools are located for kids, what are the other ecosystem you are looking for in the community. Or if you are an investor, then we will have a maybe it's little more different approach to think about your investment and where the returns should look good on Excel sheet. Yeah. So that's a connect. But what happens, for example, yeah, like in Pakistan you had a Imar, you also have Baharia Group, which is known as one of the top player there. Yeah. But if you go to Imar or Baharia Group, what they will say that everything good about them. Imar will pitch you their top 10 projects. Yeah, in Karachi they got the seafront options, or in even in case of Dubai they got many other projects. Yeah, so Imar will talk only about Imar. Yeah, when you go to any other developer, they'll talk only about them. Yeah, but when you comes to agency like Sure, like I said, for us, you are a focus. Yeah, so we will understand your requirement, we will map your plans, and then basis of that we will say suggest user that okay, if this is the next step, these 3 4 5 may be options for us. And it may be from Imar, it may be from Nakhil, it may be from Shoba, it may be from Vasal, or it may be from any reputed developer. But age, we will not force you for any force fit one project, because for us, not the developer is a focus. For us, you are a focus. And in Dubai, the beauty about Dubai is when you work with those top 10 developers, they don't reduce a price even by single dirhams. And that's what, when even you go while buying an off plan or under construction project directly to Imar or directly to Nakhil or any developer, if the price is this, you will still need to pay the same price. Even if you go through the Shore as an agency, though we will do a lot of the due diligence and consulting in your interest, but through us also it will cost you the same. Yeah. In the process, who takes care of us? The developer takes care of us. But then who take care of you? Developer may not take care of you, because for them you are the only customer. For us, we have a 10 developers to understand and fit your perspectives. So that's a beauty, and that's why people believe that going through an agency is a lot more connected, more safer, more or hand holding approach. And that's what Sure brings you as a differentiation. We'll talk little more on that, but this is what I'm trying to pitch is the it may be two different approach to different level of products and two different kind of a connect when we talk about your requirements. Yeah. So as we talk about next element in terms of which property or what can bring you again, as we discussed in the last slide about end use and investment. So if you go a little more detail or deep dive into this, this is what returns people have got. So off plan is about, it's a name we use in Dubai. Off plan is about newly launched or under construction projects. Yeah. So what it gives you flexibility. Suppose we take an example of the property value is 100 dirhams. Yeah. And to buy that 100 dirham, if you buy a ready property on the day one, you will need to put 100 dirham because you are getting the key. Yeah. And then you can put it on the rental, and that's why you are saying the 6 to 7% the rental returns are coming up as a long term. But if you see the off plan, to buy a 100 dirham property, you don't need to put 100 dirham on day one. That's a beauty. Yeah, you begin small. If the payment plan is 10% booking amount, you pay only 10%. Yeah, and then slowly with the time, if the payment plan is 60/40, so 10% booking, 50% you will pay during construction, 40% on handover. So so what you are doing here is you are spreading over your investment, your risk, but maximizing your returns. So for example, if you pay 10% and if you pay 50% in 2 years, and if the property price appreciate by 20% even, yeah, and if you buy a 1 million property, and it's a real time scenario I'm talking about, so it exists in Furjan, which is one of the top 6 potential areas in Dubai. So 1 million 1 bhk 770 square feet, if you buy and you pay 50% in 2 years, you have paid how much? 500,000. A property price which is right now, ready properties are selling at 1.25 to 1.3 million. So even if I say, let's not talk about a price appreciation, even if you get the property today's price after 2 years, which for sure it will be more than that, but even if you get 1.25, your return is 250,000 on an investment of 500, because the payment plan is 50-50 for this product itself. So the return is 50%, 250,000 return on an investment of 500, and it has a buffer to increase the price, which I'm not considering right now. So 50% in 2 years, which means 25% year on year, and that's what on an average people have expected. And these are the real time transaction data, wherein 30% has come in Airbnb or holiday homes, wherein still you put buy the property 100% payout, you get 12.5%, and then if you have an annual kind of lease rent. So what summary is, if the mindset, if the purpose, if the lookout is ROI, then off plan is a short way forward. And this is what my 70% of the clients, yeah, are doing this. 30% are still very traditional outlay. They just want to park the money for whatever reason, and they are saying, Sunil, हमें तो चाबी चाहिए. We prefer the having the key. We want something to see and then only we invest. It's fine. Both approach is right. If it's a little first time investor, they are a little cautious, they don't want to be risk savvy, then both approach can work, that either you pay 100% if you want to park the money or whatever. Yeah, but for us, if the returns are the sole focus, then invest small, have a less risk, and then get going with that growth journey of Dubai. Yeah. When you talk about next, it's the top 6 communities. Yeah. And this is also our responsibility to make you aware that which may be the top focus areas. Yeah. So Dubai South. So what Dubai is doing these days is, so like, even if you do talk about today, you have a downtown, you have a business bay, you have a old Dubai, which is Bar Dubai and there and those kind of things. So right now, traffic go in morning one direction, then in evening it comes back to another residential area. So what it's creating is little infrastructural traffic kind of a connect. And that's where Dubai is thinking about next 10-20 years, wherein they want to create mini Dubai. And in those 6 areas, so Dubai South, wherein now the world is focusing about Dubai South by having and talk of the world's largest airport. So that's a Dubai South. So what they are primarily doing with these 6 cities, 6 mini Dubai want to create, they want to create the commercial, they want to create residential, school, everything in that particular area. Yeah. So you don't need to move out. 80% of the time your work and things and will be taken care during that particular area. Similarly, Al Furjan. So this Al Furjan in Jabal Ali is evolving as another satellite district, mini Dubai, which will have a self-sustained ecosystem. Out of the entire area which you are seeing here, only Al Furjan is the most self-sufficient as of today. Slowly, all other areas are also being, and fortunately, the example which I have given you about 300 to 400% outcome, it is the same project which you are seeing in the picture. It's a Muruj by Nakhil. It's into Al Furjan, and our office is also into Al Furjan. It's a near attached to the Ibn Battuta shopping mall. This is a tower which has Amazon's 3 floor, and proud to be part of associated of this Ibn Battuta as a historical monument in Dubai. Another district is Medan. So if you are seeing in between the blue thing, it's a water, it's a crystal lagoon, and it's a water body is coming up. It's being developed by the Medan and Nakhil as a joint master developer. So it will have a villas, it will have a townhouses and apartments and everything, and it will also have the satellite ecosystem connects everything within. Dubai Island is another one. So this is has been into the prime focus for next, or sorry, for last 1.5 to 2 years. And again, Nakhil is developing this island. It's quite close to Dera, and Dera is a place wherein still today's 70% of trade happens from that place. So it has a lot of potential, and this is the first freehold in that entire area. Dubai land, again, very, very interesting. If you see, 35 to 40% of today's projects, 40% today's projects are being launched in Dubai land area, because, and that's where, if you have seen in the previous slides, the next metro line wave is coming up, which will connect to Dubai land. Because now, in the main Dubai, along with Sheikh Zayed Road, it's very, very now saturated in terms of the space and, yeah, kind of an clumsiness. And that's where now Dubai is trying to expand. And when it expands on other areas, Dubai Outland, South, Medan, yeah. So in that context, Dubai land is focusing because it's quite attached to the Al Khail Road, which is another parallel road to Sheikh Zayed Road. Now another is Maritime City. And if you see here, in out of 6 cities or out of 6 potential areas, in 3 cities or 3 areas, you are able to see the water. And that's what Dubai want to do. Current Dubai's waterfront lying residential area is 42 kilometers. In 2034, which is around 8 to 9 years away from now, Dubai want to increase this waterfront areas by 3 times. They want to increase the waterfront living by 143 kilometers. And that's why you are seeing the water everywhere. That's a vision. Yeah. So these are the top 6 potential areas from the real estate investment, and wherein it will be created an entire ecosystem in itself. So, what are the key factors? What may be the thing which we need to connect for a better outcome? Yeah, the location and developer reputations, very, very important. Yeah. So what I tell to people, that if you are considering investing in Dubai, either you focus a developer or focus a location, and agencies like us which can help you to connect both. And that's where the beauty comes, that's where the magic happens, and that's where the returns have been arrived at the people's end. Yeah, so that's the kind of connect we can bring you as an additional value, that what may help you as a better purpose realization. So current market and established economy, for sure the demand and rental kind of a connect. How to minimize risk? See, these are some of the areas when we understand your purpose. Yeah? For sure we will be able to partner your journey in a way that it gets you what you want to achieve out of this Dubai as a brand, and out of this real estate as an investment destination. Yeah. Now what's next? What's coming up? What's cooking up in Dubai? Yeah. So when you talk about, if your interest is of the villa, yeah. So I recently, today only, I shared a broadcast wherein we are talking about the acres as a project. Yeah. So now Dubai is talking about 3 to 4 villa communities. Yeah. So if you go back on the acre slide, uh, the villa, so there are 4 major villa communities are coming up in Dubai. One is the Acres by Miras. Second is the Oasis. Oasis is my favorite project, in terms of the value proportions. This is a community which has 9 kilometer long setup, 9 kilometers. Yeah, and if I tell you the statistics, only 3,100 villas. 40% is only the construction. Out of 60% remaining, 30% is the greenery and 30% is the water bodies are coming up. So it will be heaven in Dubai in that context. And the location is in Dubai South, which is going to have or host the world's largest airport. So see the combination. That's what I tell to people. Location and developer. If you are able to find that kind of a connection, that's where the magic, that's where the moment arrive for your purpose. And Oasis is one of that connect. Yeah. The Wilds is from another developer called Aldar. It's also into the top 10, and this also boast about having that wild at the name itself. It connects. It's wild. You have a lot of the green kind of a connect, and I'll tell you live example. So we had a launch of Wilds phase one 2 days ago, and when we went, obviously we had some of those EOI submissions and registration of the client, and one of the clients we got 7 units. For another client, he wanted a very big kind of a mansion, which is the Rivana Residences. Yeah, so you had a plot size around 10,000 square feet, the built up around 8,000 square feet. He said, Sunil, get me this unit at any cost. We went, we said that, okay, 15 million, give us even the most expensive unit. But when we went there, it was, everything was sold out. So that is the kind of belief system, that is the kind of value propositions is being created when we talk about those villa communities in Dubai. Yeah, it's coming to next. Shobha Elwood. So Shobha, if you talk about the brand quality perspective, I would say, from the little what I know of last 14 years in Dubai, Shobha is the number one player in terms of the quality. Yeah. And they are bringing this Shobha Elwood exclusive villa community on Dubai Line Road. Yeah, and they also have a great ecosystem in place, and handover is quite soon. If you see 2.5 years, 60/40 payment plan, range from 4 to 6 bedroom villa. So these are the top four villa communities to look for: the Acres, the Oasis, the Wilds, and Shobha Elwood. There are hundred of developer as an option, but like I said, we work with the developer which we can sell to our parents, which we are comfortable that yes, if we need to buy, we are comfortable from the quality, from the payment plan, from the pricing, and from the delivery, and from the quality perspective. And when we put all those filters, so we are not bringing you all 100 options here, only the options wherein we believe. And so let's have a look of what apartment launches which can be a good value proposition, again by Nakhil. So if you see in our conversations, anytime you will only see the top developers, because for us your investment is our investment. Yeah, so we will not give you any suggestion that, sir, let's go ahead because it makes more money for us. So this is another example for Nakhil. It's again is coming up in Medan, Naya Residency. It's again a waterfront lagoon based community having apartment facing the lagoon side, and brand is Nakhil. So purely under construction off plan properties with a payment plan of 65/35. Yeah. Again, Imar, again into top five developer, the Dubai Hills state. Dubai Hills is a small, mini kind of a satellite town. It has a shopping mall, from school to medical center to gardens to villas to apartments, everything. It's a small satellite town. And MR quality you have experienced in Pakistan. Yeah. So I don't need to tell you about the quality. So it's one of the opportunity to own an apartment into under construction context. As we move to next, Shobha, again I said about the quality. So from our side, you will only listen the top developers. Yeah, and that's where the Shobha is bringing. So the beauty about this is they have also revised now the payment plan as in 40/60, which is a good indicator. Initially, they wanted to launch at 60/40 to support the journey to manage that payment movement. 40/60 is one of the offerings going on right now, and it's not a standalone tower. It's a combination of, it's a cluster of towers which is about creating an ecosystem, which is about creating that life when you go down and when you experience the amenities and interact with your fellow people there. Yeah. Again, Ellington is another brand to look for. Ellington is also considered as a premium development, and as you can see, again, the waterfront options. Yeah. So the summary is, whenever you talk about Dubai as a real estate investment, either we focus on top developer or focus on top performing area. The one of those top six, if you want to consider. So what we are trying to minimize is risk, failure, delivery issues, but what we are trying to maximize is your purpose. What we are trying to achieve is your returns. So that's where those combinations are necessary. And like I repeated multiple times, these are the top developer we would want to work. And 95% of our transactions, 95% transactions are happening with these developers. Yeah, so that's a kind of an, coming back to, like I said, Baharia town in Imar, Pakistan, right? So no need to tell you about those brands. We have a colleague with us from Pakistan, and she keeps feeding us a lot what's happening in that kind of a connect. So Baharia town is launching soon in Dubai, and that's where they talk that it's a number one developer in Pakistan, having a kind of a quality connect and having that mass as an appeal from Pakistan. So yes, it's a another representation is coming back to Dubai in that sense. Yeah. How when we are from India and Pakistan, how we can forget and don't talk about the food. So these are, so it in a way you have a Pakistan in Dubai. Yeah, I'm sure you have visited, almost whoever is attending, who I'm sure they have visited, and these are the famous restaurant. And I would say out of this, I had eaten at around 5 restaurants already. So looks like 3 more for me to explore. So for sure. Great. So why us? Yeah. In addition to the perspective which I shared about Sure, service excellence, you as a priority, relationship is a base, and integrity is a connect. These are some of the ecosystem which you will need whenever you talk about property investment in Dubai. So if you are going about ready property, then mortgage kind of connect, monetary transitions on the legal methods, the chartered accountant kind of a connect. In case you have some of those energy and direction related connect, legal support for foreign investors. Yeah. So any of these things, whatever is related from power of attorney to the taxation element, everything is taken care. Yeah, so you just need to reach out in a way that Sunil, this is the purpose, this is the amount, and these are the timelines, and then rest assured we would represent you in your best interest. Yeah. Some of the our though like I said, our 80 sorry our 95% transactions happen with those top five developers. These are our some of those sold out listings from Murus to Jabal Ali, Opal Gardens, apartments, villas, Verdes, City Walk. On all these are prime locations and prime developer. You can reach out about this product. Primary residences in Havelock, they are not into the top 10 developers, but they are into the top 6 potential communities. Yeah, so these are the two filters we need to have it here. Either we talk about the top 5 developers or communities, or a combination of both. Yeah. So one of the factor which is coming these days is that Dubai's prices are on little high side. Yeah. So that's where we say to the people that yes, we understand this kind of a connect. So let's talk about the potential communities. Yeah. And that's where you are able to see primary residences and Havelock residences as an option. And interestingly, these developers are from Pakistan, from Karachi. Another is Begru, Dubai Islands, and those kind of Nadine residences. Anya by Imar, Bay Villas by Nakil, the Acres by Miraz, One B Tower is by Wasal. Yeah, so a lot of those. So for us, you will not see hundred of projects because we don't. For us, your money is our money, and that's how we are able to keep the name as a sure, and that's how we are able to keep our repeat and referral client base as 85% plus. Yeah, for us the clients is the most so much important to us, and their journey and their connect. So these are some of the so people if you see on that the top left, the client, she has been, we all know Ambani's family's wedding in India. uh, she is the makeup artist, British Indian makeup artist, taken from Dubai to India, various cities in India, wherever they had reception, they have. So she is a makeup artist for so that level, and it's honor to have her as our client. People from corporate to different nationalities, people from very top notch IT companies, from Google to Microsoft to the communities like who are football players and all. You are able to see it here. So it's an honor when people see and resonate to their value propositions back to us in the way we interact with them. Yeah. Again here, this journey continues. People from media industry, I'll not take the name. You can see the below lady is a French nationalities. So different nationalities, different connect, different industries. 50% out of these photos which you have seen, they are non-residents here. So that's a kind of connect and thing we have been able to create when we reach out to, and when we be part of their journey of having the value for them, either as an end user or as an investor. These were some of our previous webinars which we keep doing. See, our purpose from the webinar is not a sales. Our purpose from webinar is because you see a lot of information on Google, and what's the reality, and if we can find someone who can represent your interest, so that's an attempt, that's a reach out to you, that whatever is the purpose, either if you want to come here as an investor, end user, or even just for visitor, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Even we'll be happy to tell you that, sir, this is the restaurant, try, this is the place, don't miss out when you want to visit. So our relationship is beyond. It's not a relationship relationship which is only about the sales. So think in that kind of a context. Yeah. For us, you and your center is the base for us. Yeah, and that's why our attempt is to reach out, clarify if you have any questions, and even now feel free to ask whatever questions you have. We'll be happy to understand. And these are our next upcoming webinars for India, Canada, UK, and KS and Iran. So that's where we are. And like I said, we got people from different and diverse nationalities. Uh, Feel free to reach out to us. It will be an honor for us to be part of your journey in direct or direct way, and will be an honor to get associate with you in the way you are comfortable. This is the time now for most interesting element for question and answer. So feel free to ask any. So in my previous webinars, I had a question about how the monetary transactions will flow in. Do we need to come into Dubai? What about on golden visa aspect? Yeah, the golden visa, like some of the time people ask a lot about this. So it's very simple. We can see a question. Can we get the recording, Mr. Arslan? Why not? We are living in a technology world, so for sure it will be coming back to you in form of a email link. So please feel free to reach out to us in case you want a more real time connect and understanding. But for sure, recording is there. Is it possible to acquire equity in an apartment in Dubai? Arsalan sir, this is a very interesting and new concept got introduced in Dubai around 2 years ago. So yes, those options are available wherein that investment amount need not to be that big. Yeah, you own just a fractional equity or be part of that setup, and then the way it grows, your investment also grows. So you don't need to begin at that minimum level. It can be very minimum level in terms of the equity connect. So yes, Dubai is already there, sir, in that context. Yeah. We have Suleiman sir. What is the best way to relocate to Dubai with family? What do you advise? Where should I buy the property to live in later? Suleiman sir, when I came to Dubai 14 years ago, I did not think it to settle here. Believe me, for me, as I belong from Rajasthan, in our world, in there, coming from very small family, our people, and I did not even have a passport. So when I got a first offer letter to work with IFCO, I got a passport at the time. So parents, they said, okay, for us from Rajasthan, even if you work in Delhi or Mumbai, where I worked in Reliance and Tata Group, it was still very far. So for them, somebody going to Dubai was a very distant thing. But after 2 months, I have shifted a family, and now it's been 14 years. Kids have grown up here. So, what do you advise? The best way to relocate to Dubai is in if you are relocating as a corporate employee, or if you are relocating as a want to do business in this part of the world. I think that basic needs to be connected and understood. And there are very good family driven communities. So the place where I stay and the where I have bought, I stay in a community called Discovery Gardens, which is again developed by Nakhil as a premium developer. The area is Jabal Ali village where I have bought a property and I'll be shifting. It's a villa under construction but getting ready in a year's time. So we would need to understand what is your purpose, how big family or the apartments you want or the villa you want, what is the kind of investment option. So little more detail we would need to understand, and for sure it would be happy to be part of your understanding and your journey, sir. Yeah. So in case we have any other question, we have a Maria Asif ji. How much investment I can start with? So here, see, I think okay. So I think what investment we can begin is the like we also had a question about Arsalan sir is on the fractional thing. So that's a new concept. But if you want a little more solid kind of connect, then the minimum idea is about a studio apartment. Yeah. So the studio can be bought at around 500 to 600,000 dirhams, and to pay that you need to have just a 10% of investment, which is 50,000 dirhams. Yeah, so that's a 50,000 dirham you can begin in terms of the owning a property, and then you pay with the time. So that's the beauty of investing into off plan. So to directly answer, it's a 50,000 dirham, approximate that amount, and you can begin with. Yeah. Ahmed sir, can you tell me requirements for visa as an investor? Sir, for investor, there are no requirement for visa per se. So what we need is an enablement to apply for a visa quota or category is you will need to define that what is your activities in terms of the nature of the business. We apply for a trade license. We get the office location as an address. So those trade license and office location goes as an input, and then you demand that from Dubai government that you need a 3 visa or 6 visa or 10 visa and all. So that's how you got. So to simplify, you would need to open a company trade license. You will need to have an office address, and then we can apply for visa as an investor. This is on the business entity. Yeah, but if you want to become as an investor from the individual real estate owner, then it's a very simple. If the golden visa is a kind of a connect, then you need to have property value of 2 million dirham. Yeah. So, and the good thing is you don't need to have a 2 million dirham as an investment. Property value is 2 million dirham. If you buy under construction, you begin even with 100,000 dirham. You pay with the time, but as your property value is 2 million dirhams, you qualify to apply for a golden visa just after 1 month. So if you have begin with paying 100,000 dirham, in 1 month of time you get a pre-title deed. So once you get a pre-title deed, next day you are able to apply for the visa. In real time, we are now facilitating our client from Hong Kong who has just bought an townhouse with Imar in a valley, the valley agent community. We got his pre-title deed. Now we are applying for a golden visa. You will need to be in the country for 7 days. So you become a prime sponsor, and then you can also sponsor your parents and your family tree in terms of your kids and wife. Everybody gets 10-year visa. Yeah. So obviously there is a fees. So the fees for golden visa is around 11 to 12,000 dirham for one person, and then for family members it's little less. But as you are a prime sponsor, for you the fees is little more. It's around 11 to 12,000 dirham. So very simple requirements. So either you are talking about individual investment kind of a connect, then property value should be 2 million and you get a golden visa of 10 years. It need not to be the ready property, so you don't need fund on the day one. It can be even under construction property. If you are thinking from the opening a company and business point of view, then the connect which I told you about, the having a trade license and office address, then we apply and we get a visa quota, and then you get going with this. Yeah. So see, this is the kind of kadak chai we have. Yeah, it's a Dubai. So it's a representation of India and Pakistan. Whatever we get in India and Pakistan, we get here. So we have a question from Usama ji. What is the average capital appreciation rental yields per annum in terms of net ROI? We talked about, if the purpose is pure investment, yeah, then capital appreciation we can. Uh, Both are two different. So like I said, under construction it's only about capital appreciation, because rental will not start because it's not ready property as of now. Yeah, in that capital appreciation you can find out your ROI, not capital appreciation. I'll connect on both the things, because capital appreciation rental yield, you are talking about the ready property. So for ready property, if we talk about, it can appreciate by 5 to 10% depending on which locality and more of location part. The rental yields, it can be around 6-7%. So if we combine both, it becomes 11 to 15% on ready property when you combine both rental and capital. Yeah, but if you talk about the under construction newly launched project, then the beauty is you are not invested 100% on day one. You're investing very less, 10% with the payment plan, and that flipping, that churning of the trading of that property, if you keep it for 1.5 to 2 years and then you resell, you still can have an average of 20 to 25% ROI very comfortably. Only combination which you need to think is the either good developer or good community or good location. So don't miss this connect. It's very, very base. Don't fall into, because it's a age of social media, a lot of agencies would try to reach out to you. So I'm not saying anything about them, but you do your own due diligence, that because ultimately it's your money, you should be considered having your interest as a first priority for you. Yeah. So any other related questions we have from any member? I think we also had some questions coming on WhatsApp when we were trying to understand the concept. I'm not sure if we still have those questions unanswered from Sneha. Sneha's client had some questions. We have a question from Fatima ji. If you are investing 2 million AED in golden visa, can we buy in offline proven still qualify? Yes, ma'am. Very, very true. So that's a smart way of connect Dubai government has brought in on a table. Okay, we don't need to have a 2 million dirham on day one. You buy an off plan, under construction, new project launch, but with a value of 2 million dirham. You begin paying in the installment 10% or whatever is the payment plan. You still get the golden visa just after 1 month, because when you book the unit and you pay the registration charge, which is around 4%. Yeah. You still, once you get the pre-title deed, which takes around 4 to 6 weeks of time, then you apply for a golden visa. So no need to invest 2 million in one go, no need to wait for the property to be ready. That's a beauty, and that's a pull factor. Yeah. So rest assured on that part. Like I said, the real time example, we bought for a football player from Hong Kong the property in the valley by Imar, the townhouse of minimum of this value, and then we are now beginning his golden visa application. He is coming to Dubai on 9th. 9th is a Sunday, I think. Yeah. So yes, ma'am, rest assured. So all those things are, it's from the government side. So we are just as a connector, but the connector in form of representing you as a first. So that's the kind of connector we are. Yeah. Also, let me also connect you here to the safety aspects of your investment. Very, very important part. Yeah. What if developer doesn't deliver? What if developer runs away? Yeah, so what Dubai government has kept it as a safety net for you. That's why the entire world is considering Dubai as a place. Yeah. So there are two governing body, DLD, Dubai Land Department, who checks every nook and corner of the transaction. Like the place from where I come, sometime it we hear those stories that one property got sold out to two, three, four people. Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes we hear those stories. But here in Dubai, it's impossible. Yeah, because everything is barcoded. Every plot is having assigned number and in system. Yeah, and every transaction go through the validation from Dubai Land Department. Yeah, so rest assured, if, and the good thing is title deed is issued electronically. It issued on the same time of the transfer. Yeah. Everything comes on your email. So very, very connected system in that context. So rest assured. Now the another property, another question, and before I come to Fatima's question about the thing, let me connect to the RERA part. So every country nowadays have a RERA, which is a real estate regulatory environment. What they, here the guidelines is for an, for any project to begin, the payment which you pay as an investor, the first 30% payment will not go to the developer. The first 30% payment will remain with the government escrow account in the bank. So once you make 40th percent installment, that balance 10% only go to the developer. When you pay 50%, then only that 20th percent only. So 30% remains with the government bank account, and it's given them when they hand over the property to you. So it is to safeguard. So if you are saying that when they are collecting first 30%, developer got zero amount. Yeah. So, and until if the construction doesn't start, and the here the good thing is every quarter the RERA is a governing body, they do the project validation, that what was the commitment, what is the progress, and they make it live digitally. So you sitting in Pakistan, Islamabad, Karachi, Pathankot, wherever, you can see that how my project is progressing. There is a RERA validation, RERA updates are there, that as of Q3 or as of Q4 24, this is the project progress. So what more we need? So you have every enabling thing, and for your safety perspective, you have the DLD and RERA to stand with you. in this investment which you are making while sitting away from Dubai. So yeah, we had a question from Fatima ji again. Question by Mr. Abid. Okay. Invest 2 million AED in property. Can it be mortgage or not? I pay 20%. Okay. So Abid sir, what happens actually is, as a resident, so there are two categories of mortgage. As a resident, you are eligible to apply or get 80% of the loan to value, LTV 80%. Yeah. But as if you are non-resident, then you get only 50%. So they would want to have you little more skin in the game, and then only you can own the, or you can buy a mortgage property. So resident 80%, non-resident only 50%. If you are a new resident here, then you will need to have 12 months of financial history with the banks, that how your transactions are coming up, and after 12 months only you will reach to that 80% limit. Yeah. Any other questions if we have? Okay. Another question from I see a lot of social media ads with lucrative property prices, but when I call the developer, there's nothing at the mentioned discounter. So how do I take this sitting in another country? How do I ensure I'm not paying more? Great. It's very, very important question. And like I said, uh, with sure, we can rest assure you that, and it reflects. So when we work with the top 10 developers only, and all these top 10 developers, they have a prices mentioned on their website. And like I said, even if you come, or if you send 10-year-old child, or if you go through Shore as an agency, whatever the price mentioned, it will be the same. If it is mentioned 1.69999 million dirhams, even if you want to pay 1 million, 1 dirham less, even if you want to pay 1 million, so 1 dirham less, it will still show you as a less in your statement of account, and you will need to pay that. So this is the beauty. So rest assured, because those advertisements, and that's the reason that we are reaching out to you. Yeah, why we are uh, trying to connect and handhold your journey in the Dubai real estate. That's the purpose. That what you see sometime, there may be a lot of hidden perspectives and agenda. Yeah, and that is where we have a face value, we have a name, we have a presence, and we have a record of enabling clients journey through the handholding of complete ecosystem. So rest assured, uh, don't go more on that. It's good for awareness purpose, but you will still need somebody representing your interest in more assured manner. Another question I can see is, how do I ensure I'm paying the right price and good price and getting the best question from an overseas client? Okay, see, right price and good price and getting the best possible deal is, what would happen is, once you say that this is my purpose of buying the property here, yeah, then from our consultant team, they will reach out to you that, okay, for this budget and this is the purpose, these are 4 5 possible options. Then they will have your due diligence with you in terms of understanding what is the per square foot price, what is the potential areas, what the nearby area has grown up in last 12 to 18 months. So with those 3 4 5 different validations coming for your purpose, I think that would take you a little more closer to make a right choice. So that's how I can say that, it will need some, like, that's what I say, it may not be possible on social media, it may not be possible on the internet, but it will need little more close understanding of your purpose, and then taking this journey. So not taking the decision day one, but maybe in a weeks or 2 weeks of time. So that's how it should be connected. Yeah. Thank you, Sneha. Okay, so if we do not have any other question, then let me take this opportunity to once again wish you very great Ramadan Mubarak to all, Ramadan Kareem. It's been pleasure, and that's what I keep telling to people, that the time is the most important gift anybody can give, and that's what you have been here with this 1 hour 10 minutes till now. And thank you for your time, thank you for your belief in us. And I'm sure, and like I said, I'll repeat, irrespective whether it's a real estate or non-real estate, even if you are coming just a visitor, we'd be happy to have a cup of tea with you to just welcome, and being a brand ambassador of Dubai, we'd be happy to be part of your connect the way you are comfortable. Please follow us whenever you have time. In case you have mobile with you, please take a photo and follow us on social media. We are keep putting a lot of those updates on daily basis. And if you see our social channels, you will not see more than 10 developers, and that's where. So Dubai is flooded now with 900 developers. Yeah. But we have decided to work only with the developer wherein we are comfortable, because we represent you. For us, it's an accountability, and we take pride of that approach from outside. Yeah. So thank you so much. These are our website contact details, email, and in case you have a time and you want to maybe reconnect again on one to one, it would be an honor and pleasure to reach out to you all. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for your time, and we are honored and would love to stay connected through our social media presence. Thank you.